good with y'all boys? It's your boy EZGTHAKING, back to y'all with another video. And as you guys can see today, we got the first franchise on Madden 24 with the New Orleans Saints, led by Derek Carr on the offensive side and Demario Davis and Cameron Jordan on the defensive side. Some people will probably ask, why the New Orleans Saints? First off, it's a long backstory with me in New Orleans. As you guys know, I'm a big Cam Newton fan. So as Cam Newton was on the Panthers, that was somewhat a rival. But I've always enjoyed watching the Saints from back in the day, from watching Drew Brees and some of the other, Saints greats, Jimmy Graham and other guys just like that. But, you can never show off too much love for a rival, especially when they're in your division. But, I picked the Saints mainly because life after Drew Brees hasn't been so great. They've been in contracts, scenarios, situations, which we will get into shortly. They couldn't really find a nice boat after they lost that championship game against the Rams a couple years back. But they still got their key pieces there. As you guys can see, they got a two-headed horse with Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams from the Detroit Lions. Great running back duo. I'm going to use that greatly. They had a top 5 receiver recently a couple years ago in Michael Thomas. A lot of people, snubbed him, a.k.a. Mr. Slant Man. I'm going to try to, rejuvenate his career in a way. They got the boy off the opposite side and Chris Olave, as you guys can see right there. I'm going to try to get him superstar at least. Try to get him at least by the time playoff come. We don't know what's going to happen by the time the season is over with. So hopefully we can get something dealt with him. And then you guys see the newly New Orleans Saints, Derek Carr. In my eyes, he's a good quarterback. He doesn't get the credit he deserves in a sense. He was an MVP candidate in them early years when the Raiders had Amari Cooper and Khalil Mack. And, they were nice, still good. But, yeah, I feel like he can do the job well, especially with the way Madden 24 is playing out early right now. But, by the way, this was around the first week of Madden coming out. So don't mind what I'm doing. It's trial and error. And mind y'all, this is my first time using another team other than the Miami Dolphins. So other than the Miami Dolphins, since playing the beta 2 months prior to the game coming out, 2-3 months prior to the game coming out, I've only used the Dolphins. So this is the first team that I've used other than the Dolphins. So take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what we can do on the offensive side of the ball. We still got Taysom Hill with that crazy contract. I'm going to figure out certain things that I can kind of do with him, use him as a gadget player like he is in real life. Try to mix that in with, his package. I'm pretty sure his package is still in the game. We'll have to figure something out where we can, mix that in, or just implement him in a better way, because he's going to be like a faster tight end coming off that end. So we'll see what we can do with that. And as far as the defense, I would say in my eyes, leading the secondary is the Honey Badger and Tyrann Mathieu. For me, he's going to be playing in my nickel spot. That can be a good thing and a bad thing in a way. Just because his height, but height isn't really too bad of a thing this year, I would say, in Madden. Now, it still has its times, but compared to last year, I think he'll be okay. And I would like to see him coming off the end with the blitzes, with the play recognition. I know he'll have the awareness and the speed to, get around those corners. And our leader, or should I say our number one corner, Marshawn Lattimore, y'all all know what he is. I would say a top 10 corner in the league right now. Yeah, he can handle himself. If anything, if I don't show the abilities in this video, I will probably show him in the next one, or I'll at least show it in the next couple episodes. I'm not exactly sure what I was doing at this point. But yeah, the abilities I got on him, he'll be good enough to at least not get anything between the 10 to 25 yard range. Hopefully he doesn't get targeted as much. They go to the opposite side of the ball, which we're kind of hurting in a sense when it comes to that opposite side corner. But again, normally I don't do trades in franchises, but if we have to, which is going to be hard with the contract situation because the Saints is in some form of a crazy money issue. I don't understand how it happened or how it, I'm not too sure on the situation. I just know it's going to be hard to re-sign players, get players coming back in general. Just either it's franchise tagging them. I don't know how we're going to do that yet. So trades might happen, trades that I wouldn't want to happen. Who knows? It might happen. It might not, if we can find a way to bring them back and not put in danger the team. As far as, contracts, we can get that working. But if not, sadly, trades are going to happen with this team. Or some people might have to be released. I know some people don't like that, but at least with me, I try to keep the team authentic, organic. But if we can't do that, we're just going to have to move on. But other than what I was saying from before, we got the front seven with the linebacker group. Well, the leader, everybody knows him very well. When you think of the Saints, Demario Davis, he's going to be great for me. Big body. We're playing rags, so we don't have to worry about crazy things compared to mud. Ability-wise, I believe I have something like pick artist on him. Probably not in this game. This game, I wasn't planning on using him, so I don't remember exactly what I had on him. But the next week's game, I know for sure he probably had pick artist on him with deflator or mid-zone, something like that. And then we got on the bottom side of that front seven. On the end, we got Cameron Jordan. He's a household name. Everybody knows him when you think of that division. The pass rush, the defense. The first person who probably comes up is Cameron Jordan. A solid player. Future Hall of Famer in my eyes. I don't see why he won't get in. Very consistent with what he do for that team. Yeah. The only problem with the two names that I just mentioned is they're getting old, and I know one of them have a contract coming up. So like I said, who knows what the team's going to look like 5 weeks into the season, 7 weeks into the season, before the trade deadline. We just don't know exactly what's going to happen just yet. So I don't want to put any hopes out there that we can keep them or not keep them. I'm going to try my hardest to keep the team intact because it's not a bad team. We have a tricky situation in our hands. If anybody has an idea in the comments of a way to kind of fix the contract situation with this team, drop it down in the comments down below. Just give me some ideas. I kind of have an idea, but it's gonna take probably the entire season to try to figure it out, because I just don't see how we're gonna be able to resign anybody really. But other than that, we're gonna get into it. As you guys seen from what's going on your screen right now, we're going against the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young, I don't like him. This goes way beyond what's going on in Mutt right now, but I don't like him. And you probably say, why? If you know, you know. The last time they drafted a quarterback at number 1 overall, it was Cam Newton. I kind of have a grudge against that. They think he's going to be their savior, and it's nothing wrong to do. So I don't want to think it's something like I don't like the way he carries himself, or it's just more of like I got to stick with my dog Cam, so I can't really like him as much. So, yeah, we see him 2 times a year, and just know I will come for him. We're planning on hurting him. Not in real life, just in the franchise. We keep it cordial, we keep it cool. But, yeah, as you guys can see, he apparently made a trade for McLaurin. I said McLaurin. You get what I mean. I'm very tired, so, yeah, they made a trade. So Brian Burns is not on the Carolina Panthers currently, I believe. I think I showed y'all the roster. If y'all seen it, y'all seen it. If y'all didn't, my bad. But yeah, I'm gonna take y'all to the game. I got a little bit of live feed in there, so if I'm talking, I'm talking. If I'm not, I'm not. I'm not gonna voice over this whole video. I believe I had my headset on during this game, so y'all probably gonna hear noises from the headset or just the commentary for this video next week or the next week's video, in the sense as then week 3. We'll get that situated. As a matter of fact, y'all probably wonder why we are in week 2, and why our record is 0-1. So something happened where we were playing, and as we were picking, the teams and getting everything situated, we had our week 1 teams. The guy relocated, and the team I was supposed to play was the Titans. And throughout the day, because we have a 48 advance week, so every 2 days we advance the week, and I believe we're getting on the last day, and I'm DMing the guy not answering, so I just left on and went to Mutt, where I was probably doing something else throughout the day, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get the force win, and we cool. Little did I know, they added a new user in the league, so they added him, and I wasn't paying attention to my phone while they was DMing me. Yo, we got a new user, so I wasn't really paying attention to it. So while that happened, I guess, in a way, even though it's not their fault, it's just miscommunication. I end up getting the L for that week. I'm going to take it on the chin. I'm cool with it. It's early in the season. We can flip a 0-1 to a 15-1 season to whatever. I'm not too mad at it, so we're just gonna have to, take it on the chin. But other than that, it's your boy EZGTHAKING. Make sure you boys like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I'm gonna let the video play out, and I'm gonna come back at the end of the video. I'm gonna see y'all. Peace.
Start in excellent field position following the INT. A run on first down, but it's not getting
top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's got Thomas yet again.
Well, that's what I was expecting. No coverage.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. To throw his Carr. And he'll be hit as... And Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now Carr. His pass caught at the 4. Williams.
Touchdown. Let's go.
after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Young's throw pulled in by Marshall.
Get that! Come on, man!
Tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
One of the Panthers' big off-season acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. Young here, you can see, changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Hurst, his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, his first NFL started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And now they'll shift things around.
Play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much room to speak of. Now Carr. Over the middle, and there's a dive. On 1st down, Carr. He completes it to Olave. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Touchdown, Saints.
Come on, man.
Michael
Big TD.
Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
I believe we got ball first.
Lutz
No,
with
he
the
got
extra
ball
point.
first. 'Cause we stopped.
10 seconds left. Not really enough time to put something together. catch right side. This is Sanders. He'll be dropped after ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now it's 1st and 5.
Black shot. Black ultra. Edo blue. Steel black. Cheetah. Cheetah.
Here's Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They hurry back to the line now.
Ready.
Young looks to throw on 1st down.
Oh
And
my
his throw's going to be in.
And be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Green jack. Ready.
2nd down, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he cannot get. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Inside the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Marshall, the man in motion.
Ready.
1st and 10, Young. Flushed out right. And he's good.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
White. White. Set.
The Young's going to throw for this.
There we go,
It's
Taylor.
intercepted. A drive killer
There we go,
there.
Taylor.
Picked off by Alante Taylor.
There we go, Taylor. He's not catching me.
And he takes it
Go,
all the
Taylor.
way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take the field
And they're going
position.
to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field, 41-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Carr now to throw.
Oh my, wow.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Now he's free at the 35.
That's on me.
And it's a huge return.
When we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Ready.
Following the interception, Young. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the screen.
Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Young. Flush to his right. And
Hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
on 3rd down, they turn to Sanders.
No, sir.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Oh my God, I just messed up.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Clock 10. Set.
Young to throw on 4th.
I messed it up, bro.
Touchdown. From that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit Maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Carr completes it. And he'll be brought down at... They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A solid stiff arm. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Carr. He sets to fire deep. It's...
Somebody got to get over.
They'll drop the throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds.
Rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that
run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Young to throw it. He's got Mingo. From the red zone now, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete.
Down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's
drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Carr to throw.
You know that shit would have worked too.
That shit
was good.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down. I like the call to come with the blitz there in this situation.
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense that exactly what they did.
Now Carr.
No, I pressed the wrong button, bro.
It is intercepted.
Oh my God, I pressed the wrong button.
And he will bring this one back. It's a
YouTube, as you guys can see, we end up losing that game. I take full responsibility for that loss. Yes, we had trial and error. There were so many mistakes by me in this game. I'm not very proud of it, but I will use that as fuel for the next time I play him. That game was most definitely on me. There were just so much things that, went left with me in this game. The out route, deep out route to Michael Thomas, which he got the pick off and was making him able to score. I was drilling a lot, which is something I was very comfortable with in the beginning of Madden 24. And I was playing like I was using the Miami Dolphins. It's something I'm going to adjust to, something that's going to be better, just offense be better in general. Yeah, y'all will see the next video sometime soon. I want to get out of y'all here. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy EZGTHAKING. I'm out. Peace.